Hi there, I'm Harry and welcome to English in a Minute. I want to talk to you about three words that my students often get confused, but the words are similar but they have different uses. And those words are common, C-O-M-M-O-N, usual, U-S-U-A-L, and ordinary, O-R-D-I-N-A-R-Y. And if you look it up in the dictionary, you'll find as synonyms for each of them the same. So when you look up common, you'll see synonyms usual and ordinary. Look up ordinary, you'll see that its synonyms are usual and common also. So there are similarities there, but there are certain differences. So let's take them one by one. Let's start with the word common. Common is something that is used by everybody. Okay, it can be something that is public, like the park is a common place for everybody to use because it's open for everybody. It's not a membership, you don't have to pay to get into it, so it's common or it's accessible by the public. Something that is common is something that is normal, okay? Something that it's the normal thing to do. Well, sure, it's common for everybody to use English language, so this is why people are learning it, because it's the common language spoken throughout the world, okay? And when I'm teaching my students English, I like them to use common, ordinary, everyday, usual language. Okay, so for example, when we're greeting people, it's hi, hello. They're common words we use to address people. We're not saying good morning, sir. That would be uncommon or quite unusual to how to express yourself unless you're talking to somebody in some business capacity or it's much more formal, like a lord or a lady. So common is something everyday. If you look at British history, for example, you have two houses in the Houses of Parliament. You have the House of Lords, which is the upper house for the dignitaries, the lords, and you have the lower level, which is the House of Commons for the common people. So as in history, the House of Lords represented the elite, and the House of Commons was, as I said, the lower level, which represented the common or ordinary people. And that's how they looked on people, the difference between the high and the low. Okay, so this is another definition of common. And the opposite of common is uncommon, something that is different or something that is unusual. If we look at the word usual, another word for that would be normal. It's usual for you to do something. So what do you do every day? Well, you get up and you clean your teeth and you have your breakfast, you go to work. That's your usual event. What is a normal or usual week for you? Every day of the week I teach my English lessons. For you it might be to go to university. For your friend it might be to go to their office, or it might be usual for them to go to the gym first thing in the morning or last thing in the evening. These are things that we do every day as a sort of a habit, something that is established as part of our routine. So it's usual for you to have your dinner at 7 in the evening. It's usual for you to visit your family at the weekend if you don't live at home. It's usual for you to walk the dog before you go to the office or university, or before you go to bed in the evening. Okay, so usual, an everyday habit, an everyday event. And if we look at the word ordinary, again, as I said earlier on, the synonyms for this are usual and common. So ordinary is something that happens every day. It's a normal activity, it's a normal event. It's not so unusual, yeah? Somebody can say, I have a very ordinary life. Nothing exciting happens to me. So ordinary, something, just the usual things. I go to work, I come home, I look after the kids, I put them to bed, I have a beer on a Friday, I spend the weekend with my friends. Just an ordinary, everyday life. Nothing changes. And when something is unusual, we can say it's out of the ordinary, meaning it's different than what I normally do. Okay, so it can be extraordinary, meaning really, really different. Okay, so you have extraordinary, out of the ordinary, both telling you that it's things that you don't normally do, and just then again, ordinary, everyday things. Okay, so remember to subscribe to our channel and join us on www English lesson via skype.com. And don't forget, if you look down below, you'll see the subscription to our wonderful courses on English grammar and the most recent one about common mistakes made in English. You can buy them today and you'll get up to speed with your English very, very quickly. So join me again soon.